we are attempting to build the world's most powerful two-stroke dirt bike. My name's Max, this is 999 Laser, and here's the story so far. We picked up a monster 700cc mega engine from Newcastle and an old Footpegs 650 chassis from Dave Clark Racing. We dropped them off at our Mad Hat bike builders and got to work. We attempted to squeeze this beast into this frame, but it just wasn't happening. So we had to get chopping. Chris worked his magic, and after a lot of hard work and a fair bit of industrial language, we were finally able to drop our motor into the frame. But we still had a big hole to fill and more problems that needed solutions. And that's where the story picks up today, as we continue on our mission to build the world's most powerful two-stroke dirt bike. This entire project has been sponsored by Muck-Off. We just simply wouldn't have been able to do it without their support. So if you're enjoying the series, say a big thank you to Muck-Off for their support by checking them out next time you need to stock up on any products to clean, lube or protect your bikes. Once again, a big thank you goes to Muck-Off. Now let's get cracking. The best things in life rarely take an instant. Perfection takes time. But when you know how good it's going to be, it's often worth the wait. Much like making a good cup of coffee, there's a process to creating the world's most powerful two-stroke, and it takes some time. Sorry it's taken so long, but welcome back to Project 700. We've been busy. Over the past few weeks, we've been running around the country on a mission to not only make sure our Megalodon is fast, but make sure she's safe and sexy to boot. Let's head to the first stop. Right, so one of the big headaches that we need to sort out for our build is the suspension. We want to make sure she rides nice and that she's safe to ride as well. So the stuff that came out of the old Footpegs is this old WP stuff, and it's pretty manky to be honest. It's about 20 years old. So we're going to head over to our friends at WP UK today to see what they say about the set that we have, to see if they recommend refurbishing it or getting some all new stuff. So we're going to see Gareth from WP UK today to see what it says. So let's do it. Right, so we're just arriving at Silverstone here. The track's just there, and KTM, Husky, Gas and WP are located in an industrial state just over here. So track there, industrial state here. Like I said earlier, we're going to see Gareth, who's probably the UK's top brain in WP suspension. So he's going to know exactly what we need to do with this stuff in the back. Here we are then, KTM, Husky, WP, and now Gas. Hopefully they're expecting us. Sweet, let's go see the man. Right, so here we are in the KTM HQ, and we've got Gareth Edmonds from WP Suspension, and he's been taking a look at our components here today to try and work out what the hell we need to do. Let's start with the front end, Gareth. What are we thinking we need to do here?
I mean, like we discussed, I think, or no one I think has ever done a project like this before, so you are kind of starting from scratch. I think the easiest base point to start with is a set of modern 450 motocross forks. A modern 450, by most people's standard, can't be ridden at its full potential anyway, so I think the suspension behind that will definitely be what you're looking for. We might have to go a little bit harder depending on how much heavier the engine is to get the overall balance right of the bike. So I think we would start with a set of, like I said, a set of OEM 450 motocross forks. Obviously fitting modern forks in, we've got a set of modern WP triple clamps, so that's our factory triple clamps that would fit a KTM, Husqvarna or Gas. We should be fairly close with that straight away as far as sort of the spindle and bearing diameters and things like that. And then the hardest bit is the shock.
Yeah, this is the headache. Yeah. Because we're going back 20 years, aren't we? So it's a long time, and you've been looking through the system today. And
yeah, trying to go back in the archives. Unfortunately, we don't go quite that far back. what available we have here, but I'm sure I can speak to some people at the factory and they can go through the proper paper archives and find something. I mean, I think we must be Joel Smet's era.
Yeah, for sure.
That sort of time racing. Although I think we're starting off an enduro-based chassis.
Enduro chassis, yeah.
But from what my memory is telling me, I think the base hardware of the suspension would be the same between motocross to enduro then, so it might just be a setting change. Unfortunately, putting a modern style shock in just won't work without serious
drastically changing
serious
things.
fabrication work and different swing arms because of how the PDS shock mounted on the swing arm back then. As you can see here, a modern PDS swing arm mounts onto a knuckle on the frame, whereas the one you have actually mounts down into like a cavity in the swing arm. So it's yeah, I think we're going to have to stick with that and see what we can do. See if
we can service that. Yeah, I think we've got a solid plan now, don't we?
I think so.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed everything does as we think it is. But yeah, thanks for your time today, Gareth. Thanks for helping us with the project. We left Gareth at Silverstone to mull over and ponder various solutions to our suspension conundrum. With our 20-year-old kit and the added weight of our beefy Mega motor, finding the right suspension setup was going to be a little more challenging than we first thought. But we'll be back with Gareth soon, and hopefully he'll have the answers to all of our suspension problems. Right now though, it's time for stop 2 of our road trip. We're heading to Blackburn to tart up our ride. So the time's come in our Megalodon build to start making our bike look pretty. So we've come to our friends at Pico Factory Racing today to do just that. We're going to take a little tour of the facility here and we're going to pick up some parts. So let's go. Right, so here with Scott Cannon, the marketing manager from Apico Factory Racing. Scott's going to show us around the facility here today, so I'll sign in and then we'll go, Scott. So Scott, just tell us about Apico. How long have you guys been going and what exactly do you guys do?
We are an off-road parts distributor in apparel. We've been running since 1984 in the UK. We also serve quite a lot of Europe and the rest of the world with Apico hard parts and raceline parts. We distribute for some big brands like Leat, as you can see there, Answer.
Yeah, so what you do, Leat, Answer,
RI, Former Boots. Former. The list, we've got about 50 different brands.
So we'll see some of those when we pick our parts today. Yeah. We also do your own hard parts as well.
Yeah, we do,
Footpegs.
Footpegs, anodized hard part, bling bits, brake pads, all kinds of different parts that we do that you need to build your bikes and keep them running.
And it's not only that, you don't only just sell the parts, but you use them as well. Yeah. But we'll see that at the end of this little tour. We'll show you what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So let's go and pick some parts up,
Yeah, so Polysport, we're one of the biggest Polysport distributors in the world, I believe. We have a lot of Polysport plastics here.
There's a lot of plastic going on here.
Yeah, and Max.
This is for us.
That's your front fender.
There we are. Thank you very much.
So as you can see here, these are some of our Pico Sprockets. A lot of these sprockets are made by Talon. You know, a good brand, but we have these steel sprockets that you're going to need for your ripper.
So these are new, right?
These are new, yeah. These are made by Apico, and fantastic steel sprocket. Definitely what you're going to need for that.
We're going to need that for that power.
Yeah. So we also do with the import for Pro Tape handlebars as well. As you can see here, Max, here's your handlebar. 700. That's a contour bar that comes with the bar pack.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Look at that.
You're told and tight to that, baby.
Someone's going to do anyway. I don't know if it's going to be me. Right, so we've just finished doing our little picking tour here with Scott, and we've got all of our goodies. So I'm going to hand the stuff over to a professional here to box them up properly. We got our Apico products as well. Selection stuff there. Right, that does us. Scott, thanks for all the support, mate. Thanks for all the help on the project. Yeah, I can't wait to show you the bike when it's finished.
Well, yeah, you go and have a little walk around and I'll finish this up for you.
So we've just finished our tour with Scott here around Apico, and we've picked our products for the Megalodon bike build. Apico don't only just sell the products, but they also use them on the weekend as well with their Apico Husqvarna race team. So we're going to go see Dylan in the workshop now, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the race team. Let's go. Right, so we're in the workshop here with the boss man, Dylan Brown. He's a company director, right? Company director, chief mechanic, truck driver, the whole shebang.
Yeah, start to finish, we do it all.
Yeah. Dylan, just tell us why, obviously, Apico, we're here at Apico today, you sell the products.
Yeah.
But tell us why you run a race team as well, why you guys go to all that effort.
Well, one of the reasons, Max, to be honest with you, is I'm passionate about racing. I've been involved in racing myself probably 25, 30 years. I really enjoy it, but you know, for us it's a perfect way of actually showcasing all of our products.
Yeah.
You know, we represent a lot of brands that you've seen already today. So, you know, you take a quick look at the bike and you can see that all the products that we sell, we actually use ourselves.
One thing I've noticed about Apico and your race team is kind of like, it seems like a real strong family unit, like the longevity of your riders, obviously Jamie, Stewie, yeah, you've had Jack on board for years and he's still only a kid. Is that something that you purposely try and do, just support riders for as long as you can?
Absolutely, you know, and we've seen before, I mean, Alexander Brown,
yeah,
you know, we had him all the way through his youth career, you know, right into the adult ranks.
Into the pros, yeah.
Into the pros. You know, from my side of things, it is very much a family team, but that translates through from the business as well, because, you know, the actual day-to-day business is myself and my wife Anna, husband and wife, and we have a team effort within the business, and that actually translates through to the team as well. Yeah. You know, we go racing to have fun. We have a job to do in terms of trying to get the best results to represent the brands, you know, and to give back to, you know, to our sponsors. But yeah, we do it to have fun as well.
No, I think that really comes across in the company, at the track as well. And obviously we're going to be cheering on this two-stroke this weekend.
Yeah, long live the two-stroke.
Thank you all. We'll be back with some spot.
Good to see you, Max.
Next up on our whirlwind tour is a visit to Chris's workshop to find out what the Mad Professor has been up to whilst we've been on our travels. We've also got some special parts to show Chris that I'm sure he'll get excited about. Right, so we're back in the workshop then, in Chris's lair, Chris's dungeon I was calling it today. Chris, tell us what you've been doing since we was last here. Where are we at?
Alright, last time you came, I think we were trying to fit that swing arm into the back of the engine, weren't we?
We got it in and we had a massive hole at the front.
So, yeah, we did. So now we've lifted this A piece up, higher up, put a couple of legs in it, and then put these pitch plates in to hold the front of the engine. Put another big strengthening piece in with a bottom bracing, because this engine doesn't have a top brace, like the CR500s and the KX 500s. So we've had to make these bottom brackets super strong to take the punishment that they're going to get.
And how obviously we went ahead to see that, how much industrial language was used to get that done?
Yeah.
Was it harder than you thought, or is it a process that you're
bad? It's just labour intensive, you know, and
yeah,
you've got to keep taking the engine out, put it back in.
And you do all of that work here
yourself? Yeah, everything's done in here. And then took a back strengthening bar out the back of this engine,
which was down here somewhere, was it?
It was directly in line with the air filter. Taking that out, lifted it up, put a thicker one in, let the air filter clear, so we get some sort of air cleaner in. Squidge it in between the air, you know, massive engine and the frame. But it's about there now. Got to
so the engine's in, it's secure.
Yeah, it's got to come all apart now. Clean all the welds up, clean every bits of sharp metal off. Really prep it for the sandblasters. Yeah, and then start piping everything up. We've still got all the cables to make for it. Pipes for the coolant system. But we're slowly getting there.
Like obviously we're getting a pipe made, but it's not made for these exact dimensions, measurements, so we'll see how well that fits. Try and work that out. Obviously the rads, we haven't really put our minds to that yet.
No, we still got to plumb that rad up. And whether we're getting a bigger core put in it, we'll see. It looks quite a big radiator, so we should be alright with that.
Still a bit of work to go, but
we're on the home straight now.
Yeah, we're on the home straight, so exciting times. If you want to become a member of the Megalodon team, you can check out the link in the description down below to pick up some Mega merch. We've got some awesome Megalodon designs for you guys to check out. And all proceeds generated from these merch sales will be ploughed back into the project to make sure this bike and this series are as good as they can possibly be. And remember guys, there's only 700 pieces of Megalodon merch available, so be quick. So yeah, if you want to support the project and become a member of the Megalodon team, just like these guys, be sure to check out the link in the description down below. Oh, and if you do pick up some swag, be sure to send me some snaps on Instagram at 1MinuteMoto. Cheers, guys.
Didn't we see you also bought yourself a bulldozer? You can tell us
Yeah, what's all that about? Are you building us a track up there?
I've been after one for a while, and no one turned up the right money. And
is that gone now? You still
no, I'll show you. It's in the shed. Yeah, it's all right. It's almost too clean to use now.
What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Everybody needs a bulldozer, don't they? I can't afford a tank.
We need to put that on a t-shirt, don't we?
You can't afford a tank.
Everyone needs a bulldozer, don't they?
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
People say, what have you got a bulldozer? I can't afford a tank.
Yeah, everyone needs a tank.
That's what you need. It's a bit untidy at the moment, but you get the idea.
Can I get in?
Yeah. Just watch your head.
Do you know how to use it?
Yeah.
Your kids must love you, mate. You must be the greatest dad on the planet.
Basically, when you're driving, you pull these two back.
This is the most interesting thing, though. Ready?
Yeah, Chris sits there, he's in his tank at night.
Save them for rifle range for the kids.
Yeah. I can picture you like probably hillbilly at night, Chris, sat in your bulldozer with your cans, with your tinny, thinking about what you're going to build next.
Yeah, everybody wants a bulldozer, don't they?
It's got all these engines down here.
There's just a couple of spares.
They're just done. There's one back there, look.
It's a bit of a mess. They're slowly tidying it all up. That's a Cummins 6BT. You know, when you see a big smoky truck, that's what they have in them.
I've played in it, mate.
Is it? This is a video. There you go.
That's a knife.
That'll lead you up. Just watch your fingers.
Yeah.
So, did you get some bits for your own bike? Oh, they're trick. That was trick, aren't they? Wow, I'm impressed with them. Yeah.
These are work of art as well.
Oh yeah, look at these.
Real from a Moto-Master. Look at those.
Oh wow. Oh, they're pretty.
Campers.
Yeah.
And it says inside this. These are new factory edition.
Oh wow. Look at that.
So they're from Holland now.
Got weight as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Direct from Holland, Rolf and the boys from Moto-Master sent us some trick parts to try and stop the Megalodon. We've got here the new factory MXC front caliper, which just looks delicious and is used by many pro riders. We've also got an oversized 270mm front disc and a rear disc specially designed for left-sided use.
Wow.
These are from just down the road, mate.
Just down the road, have a look at this, mate.
These are the teeth of the Megalodon, right? They'll do some
Oh, they
damage
won't
to
catch
these.
you. They won't rip your trousers at all those.
Feel the weight of those.
Oh, they're heavy, aren't they?
Titanium.
They weigh nothing, do they?
How sharp are they?
Yeah, they're pretty. They're going to
They're back.
rip those new pants you've got straight away, aren't they?
Let me have a look.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So these are literally just from down the road, Raptor Footpegs. Not
Is it
far
Barn
away.
Olswick?
It is Barn Olswick, yeah.
Just down the road.
Yeah.
So handmade.
Beautiful, those,
And
aren't
made
they?
in the UK, the Rolls Royce of footpegs
Rolls
for
Royce
sure.
Footpegs.
That's, if you're a factory rider,
The teeth of the Megalodon.
look at that. Straight
She
in there.
bites, mate. She bites.
That's trick.
Beautiful, those, aren't they?
Handmade in the UK, Raptor have provided us with these awesome customised titanium foot pegs. The teeth of the Megalodon are sharp, so we must be careful. Yeah, Venhill sent us a load of stuff.
Is that spare link when you crack it?
Yeah. So Venhill, obviously you know, but if anyone watching doesn't know, they do like freight lines and everything like that, and other things like the throttle body. Where's that?
Oh, look at that.
How about that?
Oh, that's tasty, isn't it? All right. Yeah.
But what's it called? The universal kit they've given us.
Yeah,
for
that's what
throttle
Chris asked
cables.
for.
Yeah, you can basically, everybody out there, you can get one of these kits, like this little kit here, like a universal cable.
Because we don't know how long we need.
You don't know how long.
throttle
If you'll make
cable.
it for a special, you can get one of these and you can build it and make it fit at home, whatever you want. And the quality is just amazing.
But I don't know if you know this, but Venhill has said to us that if you use that and get the leg that we need, and then we take that to them, they'll do it for us like it's out of the factory.
Oh right.
So they'll do that for us.
Right,
which is
right.
Really kind.
Cool.
The awesome guys at Venhill have provided this beautiful, high quality throttle assembly and cable. We've also got a new clutch lever and a replacement decompressor lever and cable. Venhill will also be hooking us up with some trick brake hoses when the time comes to assemble our monster. And that time is coming soon. I've told you we've been busy. The Megalodon is slowly but surely nearing completion. We've got a few more parts to pick up and a couple more stops to make on our tour before the monster lives. But the time we've all been waiting for is almost upon us. Next time on Project 700. The beast gets it clean in the Vapor Blaster. We meet back up with Gareth to work out the suspension headaches. We find some designer shoes to match our factory outfit, and we head to ESP to design a set of head-turning graphics before the assembly finally begins. It's all go here and everyone is at action stations. The next ep is ready to roll, so stay tuned for some more Megalodon madness coming very soon. And guys, don't forget to check out our awesome sponsors Muck-Off, because none of this would be possible without them. For now though, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, share it with all your two-stroke loving friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and head over to our merch store to become a member of the Megalodon team. As always though guys, I'm Max, this has been 999 Laser, and I'll see you at the track.